right, Rick Osborne Jr. with Geology Rocks. Day 78 on the PCT. We're doing this detour right now around Devil's Post Pile, which is a bummer, but this is the way we're going. And this is Socher Lake. Had a nice camp last night, nice picnic table. Slept well, off and on, and gonna try to do a big day today, so keep it moving. Over and out. Day 78. Hey. Cruising on the PCT, going through the Ansel forest right now, and just got into this open, cruising at about 10,000 feet right now, and it's generally flat, couple, ups and downs, but as far as elevation gain or loss, it's about the same, but beautiful. Day 78 today, and it's already about 4 o'clock. Been a slow go, work reasons, family reasons, etc., but still pushing the miles in, and look at that. All right, I'll be back. All right, day 78 in the books. Got that nice site right there. Take a look at this view. Beautiful alpine peak. And did over 15 miles today. Tomorrow we're going to do another big day. Day 79. Had some real good ramen / pho for dinner tonight. Excuse me. And fighting still my cold, but it's all good. All right. Thanks for watching. Day 78 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Over and out. Good morning. Day 79 on the PCT. Look at that beautiful view. It is a little brisk this morning, but had breakfast in bed and coffee. And now we're going to hit the trail. Follow along. Thanks for watching. All right. Skeeters are out at the vengeance today. If you stop, they're swarming. But look at, there's Donahue Pass right ahead. And heading that way, only about a mile and a half left roughly. But the snow looks really good. We got water, but not like all the other passes. So very, very glad. That's the micro spikes I sent back. So look at that creek. Beautiful. All right. Going up Donahue Pass. It's down in that valley right there. Basically where I spent the night. And there's the top of the pass. So About half a mile left. All right, still got snow. June 25th. Right here, baby, at Donahue Pass. South side. June 25th, over and out. There you go. You come over a little point and then the magic starts again. Look at the beauty of those beautiful meadows, the blue ponds, the high rugged terrain, and all the beautiful, beautiful timber. It's like a dream come true. All right, I have made it into Yosemite National Park and just got out of the Ansel Wilderness area and excited to be here. You know, oh, looks a lot like the other stuff, but just to say that I'm in the Yosemite now, it's a huge milestone. So look at there, how the glacier is just pancaked that entire rock outcrop there. Smooth it right over. All right, I'm sure I'll be seeing more views like this. All right, we made it with 2 hitches to Mobile Restaurant up from the top of Yosemite. So the idea here is to get some food, talk about what they allow us to do here. That'd be so nice. Here we are. All right, we got our home away from home tonight at the Mobile Restaurant gas station, right on the corner of 220 and I think 395, man. So look at that, tent's going up. Got a beautiful night. Sun setting right above Mono Lake. Thanks for watching. Rick Osborne Jr. with Geology Rocks, day 79 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Over there. normal. Still trying to get out of here and trying to hitch back up to Tamale Meadows. So wish me luck, day 80 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Whoa, just came out of the woods in Yosemite going to camp. Came upon this beautiful glacial smoothed over rock outcrop that borders basically the Tamale River here, Tumalami. What a beautiful thing. Gorgeous. All right, look at those falls. Those are some big mosquitoes for a big waterfall. Woo! In Yosemite, baby, day 80. And the skitters decided to come out. Ouch! Good morning. This is day 81 and got going a little bit before 8, about 7:30, and already pumped out 2.5 miles. So good start to the work day. It is Friday and goal is to get about 20 miles today in Yosemite. So had a good breakfast, had oatmeal with mango. I've been hauling a mango around for the last 4 days, and I finally cut it, and it was really good and juicy. So that was the bomb. But yeah, just creeping up on the 1,000-mile mark here. We only have 50 miles to go, and I'll definitely have that done by the end of the weekend. So no service, back to that world, and I'm basically cruising in a pretty primitive section of Yosemite, not where all the tourists go. So already saw some amazing stuff yesterday, and gonna keep on cruising. So follow along, and thanks for watching. Over and out. All right, as you can see, the trail just came out to this little wetland. Look at all the bugs buzzing around. Ooh, baby, they're thick. Back into the trees. They are everywhere. All right. Hey guys, guess what? Guess what the name of this lake is called? Miller Lake. I'm just passing it right now. Miller Lake. After you guys, the Millers. Miss you guys, and talk to you later. Love you. There's more. Miller Lake. It's a beauty. A lot of people are having lunch there. I'm making miles a day. All right, over and out. All right, just went past Miller Lake, and now We have a little bit of a descent. But look, there's still a little snow. The end of June on top of the mountains here. And you can start seeing stuff basically up in the higher peaks. A lot of snow still. A little bit above 10,000 feet here. I don't think we get much higher. 10, 11,000 feet. I gotta check. But the high stuff is definitely past with Mount Whitney and Forester. So, but we're still up over 10,000 feet, which is very high and very beautiful. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, baby. My name's Cliff. Drop over sometime. Sunfield. I'll leave you alone. Wow, look at this really sandy stream bed. It's like a gravel almost. All through here, and the water just goes through it. I bet it's nice and clean. Pretty neat. All right, just made it over Benson Pass by 5:10. Awesome, awesome feeling. Good morning on day 82. Here's some good Carnauba coffee. Just had some delicious oatmeal. Getting packed up. Had this most bodacious killer campsite. Only about 15 feet from the lake, which is totally legal. And watching the fish jump. There is fish everywhere in this lake. This is called the Smeghorst Lake, Smeghorst, or something like that. And mosquitoes aren't bad just yet, but I'm sure they will be, because last night they were vivacious. Just like that, sun's popping up over the mountains there a little bit before 7 o'clock. And that is going to tell all the mosquitoes to wake up, get going, bite everybody. Woo! All right, coming down still coming down from Benson Pass. Had to go up and over a little bit of an outcrop, which was interesting because the trail was tough to keep. But look at this glorious location. Just hit 8 o'clock, so only a good time hiking, but you can see this trail goes down pretty steep, so better put my phone away and get my poles out. Happy trails. Just took a dip in this beautiful small lake close to CV Pass, and it felt good, but the mosquitoes are bad. All right. They're buzzing everywhere. Yeah, hot. Woo! Oh, baby. All right, day 82 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Just got done with lunch. Just passed over CV Pass. So another pass has been conquered. And about 1 o'clock, keep the breeze coming. And gonna keep pushing. Only have about 7.5 miles this morning. It's been weirdly tough, but took some time and jumped in the lake. It was nice. So I think it's the heat. Definitely the hottest day up in this high country that I've had. So just sort of taking my time and staying hydrated, keeping cool as much as possible. Yeah, this is what we're navigating through. Look at that. All right, day 82 in the books with a beautiful sunset again. Just a great day, nice and toasty. Bugs are bugging me, but all in all, just a good day. Gonna hit the hay. Look at this view. All right. Woo. Thanks for watching. Rick Osborne Jr. with Geology Rocks on the PCT 2025. Over and out. Good morning. Day 83 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Up and at 'em. It's a glorious Sunday. And had a good breakfast. Sun's a coming and it's time to start hiking. Goal today is to get out to the Yosemite border, which is Dorothy Pass. And it looks like a pretty chill day. So yesterday was harder than I thought, but today looks a little easier as far as ascent. At 3,500 yesterday, today's 2,200, so that's a big difference. All right, we got to climb right out of the gate, and then we're gonna keep avoiding the bugs. All right, keep you posted. Happy trails, and let's hit the trail. All right, this is a walking video, like many of mine, but today especially because of the mosquitoes. But I'm currently walking next to Wilmer Lake, also known as Wilma Lake. And look how beautiful it is. But due to the overwhelming bug population, this is the end of the recording. Look at this beautiful river called Falls Creek. And we're going to be following this up all the way to Dorothy Lake. And it is quite the beauty. All right, little break, and now we're off to the races. All right, the woods just opened up, and out in this big meadow, this is really neat. Beautiful wetland right there. And up ahead is Dorothy Lake and Dorothy Pass. This basically takes you out of the Yosemite National Park. All right. All right, here is Dorothy Lake. It is big and full of fish, it looks like. So Dorothy Pass is just basically down this trail, only about 3/10 of a mile. So get to the lake, you're pretty much there. But it is a pretty lake. I'll take a picture when I get further up on top. Look at there's snow in them mountains. Beautiful. All right. Hello, hello. Just got past Yosemite, and now as I crossed into the Hoover National Forest, or Hoover Wilderness, I might say, it's like barren and desolate and rocky, and I mean, it's like release the hyenas. I mean, totally different landscape than Yosemite as soon as you cross the pass. So I thought I'd throw that out there. Still beautiful in its own little way. And gonna keep on cruising. Over and out. Wow, look at that. It's amazing. 1,000 miles. Holy buckets. Right here in the middle of Hoover Wilderness. Just past the 1,000-mile mark on the PCT 2025. Unbelievable.